We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. To throw is Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Stafford now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Henderson will try and run for the first. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 2nd and 9,
Wilson flushed out right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now it's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And this time he is in.
Cam Akers
with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action in. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Carter now on the return.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. As they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Play action. It's Wilson. Out to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3.
Here's Carson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They run it with Carson. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, it's Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now it's Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A good chance. This is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Now a run with Akers.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the handoff, running left is Akers. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Touchdown! It's complete. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point now coming from Myers. missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Here's Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Stafford on 3rd down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the third quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick six, and I don't know, the rest of the second half shaping up to be very interesting. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On the give, this is Akers.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. This is Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Going right back to Akers.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. The Rams on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Stafford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 4th down, Stafford.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. And the failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
Carson.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Carson again.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Patterson.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. He's at the 50. 30, 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 3rd down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
14. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.